The Clipboard History Manager extension is a powerful clipboard manager with a searchable database that can store hundreds of items without any performance drawbacks. In fact, it stores over 1,000 items before it purges itself to free up more room. After installing this extension, you then need to install the native component for this to work. So when you've installed the extension, you'll be taken to the page with further information. Simply scroll down until you see point number 3 on the list. You then select whether you are on Windows or on a Mac system. So for Windows, you go ahead and click and download the zip. After this has been downloaded, you can open this up and see the files within. Go ahead and copy these files onto your local machine. When you've done so, simply double click Install. Then you can see this has gone ahead and installed, and it's updated for Chrome and Firefox. And it's as simple as that. So let's go ahead and take this extension for a spin today and take a look at the features inside. So after you've installed the extension, it will show inside your browser toolbar. Now this will then record anything that you're pasting onto the clipboard as long as your browser is open. So here we can see currently nothing is on my clipboard. So we can go ahead and use Google as an example with Wikipedia. So we can look at an article like this as an example and we can begin to copy some text. So we're going to copy some text here with Control and C. Then if we have a look, we can see that this is indeed stored in the clipboard, as you'd expect with any clipboard. However, the difference here is that it allows us to store multiple different pieces of data. So if we go ahead and Control and C copy this, we can see this then goes into clipboard as well. We're not just limited to the fact that we can copy things directly within our browser, it's relevant to all programs. So if, for example, we go ahead and open up a document, we can copy that as well. So let's open up this file here and we're going to copy this text from the notepad. Having copied that, this then shows inside the list here. So let's just copy some more text as an example. So here we go, here's our list of text. Now, as there's a database query behind this, we can then go ahead and start performing some searches. This has full advanced search features inside that you'd expect to find with operators inside of search engines. So for example, we can look for the word Google, or we can use the word Google and the word the, or we can write Google or the. Or we could write Google XOR, which basically means exclusively it has to have Google or the in it, but neither both, and that reduces our matches down. We can also look for things such as Google near the, which will bring up any results that have the word Google and the within 10 words of each other. The same as ADJ, which basically finds within 10 words of each other, but in this order. So it has to be Google first, then followed by the, and then right, Google. And you can see the different examples behind this. So this allows us to search our whole clipboard up to 1,000 different entries. Not only this, but we can also store entries for the future to make sure they're not deleted. This is done via pinning. So we can go ahead and pin an entry like this. We can then go ahead and delete the others. When we get to over 1,000 entries and this clipboard manager purges itself, the pinned entries will remain. Also, if we want to go ahead and actually purge this ourselves and delete this, it will double check that we are sure we wish to do so because it's a pinned entry. The clipboard content can be up to 1 megabyte in size. The extension also comes with its own options panel. Within this options panel, we have different options available. So we can make sure that it always opens the manager in a pop-up window rather than with inside the browser, as we see here. We can also make sure that it automatically closes when it's not focused. Then we have other options available as well, such as setting the maximum number of clipboard entries to keep, as well as other pieces of administration. Overall, this clipboard manager takes away the need for any large software or programs, as everything is handled directly within the browser and within the extension with an indexable database. Nothing is stored locally, and it is very fast in the way that it handles and processes the data.